I just kept calculating this money, and I'm like, say for it me buy a glass, but whatever. Hello, welcome back to my channel. If you're new on here, my name is Betta, as always, and I'm welcoming you to my channel. So glad you could join me today. So today is meant to be like a sit down, tell all, reunion kind of gist. I don't know if that makes sense, but I just want to tell you reasons why you should not even bother about going to Montenegro. Honestly, don't bother. Do not bother. That's what I did not tell you. So this is like my experience, personal experience, and I'm not going to quote anything. I'm just going to tell you the way it was and how it went, and my opinion in all about traveling to Montenegro overall. So stick with me, don't go nowhere. So out of the blue, I wouldn't say out of the blue, this year I practically told myself that I was going to do things I wouldn't normally do. More like putting myself out there, you know, experiencing new things for myself. Me just experiencing me alone. You get my point? This shalaye is too much. Hey, you understand what I'm saying, yeah? Ain't it? Anywho, I had excess annual leave and I had to take it, yeah? And I came up with this bright idea. Unprovoked, I decided to leave my cozy comfort zone and take a trip out of the UK. Mind you, since I relocated to the UK, I have never left the shores of this country to any other place. I've not even gone back home to see anyone. So this was like a giant leap for me. Like, I don't like traveling. Basically, I don't like traveling. Traveling is not one of my hobbies. Literally, if I have to like skip it, I would skip it. I travel only when necessary. Even within the UK, I don't carry travel except you are very important and I have to be there, and it's a very important appointment. Okay, everyone usually asks you when you're going on leave, do you have plans? Are you going away? And oh my god, I was so excited. Yeah, I'm going away this time. Honestly, when I started planning this thing, I didn't even think I would see it through. I thought I would just be like, just I go again. More just bone. But somehow I saw it through and I found myself in the airport. Anyway, one of the biggest surprises for me was making it to that airport. Okay, got on the plane and we headed to Montenegro. So the funniest thing happened on the trip. Prior to the trip, I checked. Honestly, I actually checked. I checked the weather, because everyone was like, oh, why are you traveling in the winter? I'm like, is it really winter? It's February, you get. Maybe it's not that cold. See, I don't know why I think anywhere aside the UK is different. I don't know why I thought that, or why I think that. I think that the mindset has changed anyway. Okay, I checked though, and it said it was going to be cold. What I'm confused about now is, did I check whether it was going to rain or it was not going to rain? I didn't check all those parts though. Anyways, that comes with listening to what they call them, vloggers and bloggers, who say a lot of things at the same time, because I don't think anyone said anything about weather. I checked, but I don't also think I checked if it was going to rain. I can't remember honestly, but I know I checked and it said it was going to be about 12 to 14 degrees Celsius, and I was like, okay, that's perfect. At least I'll go a coat. One coat is fine. So really, I was fine with 12 to 14 degrees. So we got there, and ladies and gentlemen, hey, the rain that beat me to the train station, to the airport, was in Montenegro waiting for me. Oh, the rain did not even stop. I don't even know whether it's worse. You know, in the UK, if rain is falling, you can walk inside it. This one, you cannot walk inside it. You cannot walk inside the rain. Like, You need an umbrella. In the UK, they jokingly say you don't need umbrella in the UK. The rain is not that serious, not that deep. But this one in Montenegro, you need umbrella. The joke was the joke was so loud, and I think I was the only one laughing because I had already bought this sweet dress, this lovely dress, and I said I was going to wear it on a boat cruise. Yes, because everybody that goes to Montenegro have these pictures of them on boats and blah blah blah. I already had everything planned out. Okay, I'll go on a boat cruise, the kind of hair I was going to have, the kind of shades I was going to have on, kind of lipstick. Hey, almost as if village people say, come and enjoy, let us see. Okay, this way was funny, it was not stopping. I said, okay, let's check weather forecast. That's when we realized that for the 3 days we're going to stay, it's going to be raining. Obviously, they're supposed to get sunlight on Monday. When they're on Thursday, on Friday rather. When they're on Friday, I was supposed to leave on Sunday, and it was supposed to rain all weekend. Then they'll get their sunshine on Monday. I'm like, huh? Hey, girl. Okay, you know what? Let's just cut straight to the chase, and I'll tell you reasons why I feel you shouldn't visit Montenegro. Alright? Number one, do not go to Montenegro if you have a problem with people staring at you. I tell you, these guys stare. I don't know, at some point I felt like, oh, maybe it's because I don't see a lot of black people and we're so black, like black. Maybe they don't see a lot of black people, that's why they're staring. And to be honest, some of them actually look at you with this intriguing, you know, bulging eyes, like, oh, black people here. You get that kind of look. Some of them look at you really funny. I don't want to use the word. How some people just stare at you like they're trying to understand how come you came out away. Forgive me, all these are just assumptions anyway. So there, if you're not comfortable with people staring at you, please don't bother. And then if you live in the UK, you know that people smile at you on the road. Some say it's out of kindness, just to make you feel welcome, warm. When I relocated, I found it funny because I was coming from Nigeria where why you they laugh, why they look me they laugh, waiting funny. I carry shit for body, why they look me like that? But in the UK, people stare at you and just smile at you for no reason, and I've gotten so used to that part of the living in the UK that when I went there, it seemed funny that people were not smiling, and the first thing that entered my head was, why are they so angry? And then I remembered where I was coming from. I found it difficult to adjust in the first place because it was funny looking at people and they are smiling like, why are you smiling at me? Like, what's funny? Do you know me from anywhere? But then over time I adjusted. But these other people are just like the reverse, like they're not smiling, they don't smile at you. There's no reason to smile, so they don't smile at you. I think it's only when you approach them, maybe you talk to them. Even when you talk to them, some of them are still very, you know, they have this stern look, like, what do you want? And which, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's okay. But if you're not comfortable with that, then change course. Then please don't go to Montenegro if you have not checked the weather. See the pictures there I've seen online, they just gingered me, like, you know. I was really looking forward to this trip because I've already planned the content. Hey, the content I'm going to, you know, create out of this trip. Hey, God, I'll be giving tourist girl lifestyle vlogger vibes, you get. But Market 4 pressed me. God. Market 4 pressed me, oh, my sisters and my brethren. Market have pressed my head. Is it siren I want to be videoing? Rain is falling onto my camera. See, I even carried my whole camera, my whole vlogging camera. I could not use this because I was so scared. I was like, if I touch this thing, this thing is expensive. Oh. I don't want to hear story and follow it. Jesus. Another important reason why you should not visit Montenegro is the food. Wait, hear me out. I'm not saying the food is bad though. It's not bad. It's their food, it's their culture, it's what they enjoy eating. I don't think I've eaten so much English dishes I'm trying to like ease off into it. But the good part about England is that you have a blend of culture. So if you cannot eat English food, you have American food in England, you have Turkish food, you have Indian food, you have African food, you have Chinese food. You get what I mean? So England is good because it's multicultural. So even if you don't find this one, you will find this one. And the funny thing is that most of these cultures are like intertwined. Like our spices are similar, so you would always survive. You get my point? But over there is one-way traffic. I said let me buy Chinese because that's like the closest thing you get. Because I cannot for the life of me imagine that I will not eat rice in 3 days. I cannot. Far from it. I cannot. I don't imagine them. How am I supposed to live without rice for 3 days? For what? Because we got there and the only thing we could relate to was burger, chicken. That was it. Like, and Coke and croissant, pastries. I didn't even understand the pastries because I wasn't used to eating those kind of pastries. But anyways, it was so difficult. I think at some point we found one restaurant that at least served chicken with a bit of pepper spice. So if you are the one that likes pepper in your food, please carry your pepper. If you say you want to go to Montenegro, please carry your pepper in your pockets and put it in your food. And then also make, when you're checking out places to stay, make sure you check out restaurants, because that's one mistake I made as well. I didn't check food because I felt like we'll find food anyway. If it's too much, we'll chop burger. Of course, we saw burger, but it was not feeling as I wanted. So make your research. Check for restaurants. And make sure that you have pepper in your bag if that is your vibe. Just carry it. There's no shame in it. Carry it. And one very important thing I want to correct here is that food is not cheap. See, the mistake I also made was, if I had researched, if I had checked restaurants and prices, at least to give me a clue as to what I should be expecting. But I was listening to bloggers and vloggers and they were like, oh, food is cheap. In fact, there's this particular lady I saw on TikTok and she said, oh, just plan £10 for 4 days. £10. Do you know what £10 is in euros? And I'm like, wow, it's so cheap. Oh my god, it's really cheap. I was everywhere about it. I was like, oh my god, I've just planned. Say what now? The prices of food are not exorbitant. Get my point. They're not, too high, but they are UK level. Whatever you're going to use to buy food outside your house in the UK, that is what you're going to use to buy food there. Okay, maybe they stayed in another village, but me, I stayed in the capital, Podgorica. So that was the amount I was spending on food. The same amount using buying burger back home from McDonald's, that's what you're using buying burger there. Chicken, same price. When I bought Chinese, it was same price. So don't let anyone come here and come and be saying, oh, it's so cheap, it's so cheap. I'll give you a rundown of how much we spent or how much I spent, and you make your own judgment for yourself. And like I said, this is based off of my personal experience, so it's not like someone went and came and told me. I'm telling you because I went there by myself with my 2 korokoro and my 2 left legs. No, I don't have left legs. Okay, you get the point anyway. And the last point for me is, do not go if you are expecting them to be like UK drivers. See, they will stay in your whites. Like, they have wider roads. We didn't rent a car because none of us could drive, so that was out of the way. We had to use, taxi, because I could not even see any bus to start with. They said there was bus, but me, I did not see any bus. I mean, I don't like stress, especially somewhere I don't know. Let me just take a taxi that I can control. I say, okay, this is where we are going, so we are going. I was really surprised and impressed at the same time because the roads are wide, but then zebra crossing, you and car is doing who go first cross. In the UK, if you go approach zebra crossing from afar, they don't see you, they don't stop, they have stopped and said, okay, let her cross. I know some people, their head is not normal, they will still drive and be coming, but most of the time we know that they stop at zebra crossing. These guys are driving until you put your leg that you're crossing. They will not stop for you. I said before they will jam me in another man's country. Where will I tell my mother that I went to? I mean, the speed. I mean, the parking. I entered one taxi and the guy was telling me, Don't worry about seatbelts. I said, really? In UK, the first thing the driver will tell you is, please put on your seatbelt. If you don't put on your seatbelt, I'm not moving from here. These guys are like, oh, no, don't worry about the seatbelt. Don't worry about... Really, sir? Initially, I was like, oh, okay. It's good to be wayward small. When this guy started flying inside water and rain was falling, he didn't have to tell me, see, only me wore the seatbelt. Don't worry. You're like, oh, okay. Yeah, I'm fine. It's just that I've internalized, internalized good culture, good behavior. Let me wear it. Before you carry me, I'm gonna fly. Okay, so in all of this, I'll just give you a rundown of how much you spent. This video is not meant to be too long, okay? So let me just give you a rundown of how much you spent. To be fair, it was affordable. It was an affordable trip, and in all honesty, I really still wish I used that money to buy a wig. Yes, because the trip did not sweet me the way I wanted it to sweet me. Although I still tried, I pushed myself, I went in the rain to do some activities, but it wasn't as I expected it to be. It wasn't what I wanted, what I packed for. But I'm going to put up another video, like a mini vlog, just to show you what I did in Montenegro. And if you've not subscribed, please subscribe, my darling. Subscribe, Bikono. Drop to need that for you. I will need that. Please subscribe. Thank you. Well, we're living from Southeast England, so there's no airport in Southeast England, so meaning we had to go all the way to London Stansted. And when we checked for flights, that was the only airport Ryanair was, leaving from. So we had to get closer to Stansted to be able to make the flight. So first of all, how much was flights? So flights cost us about £70 each. Again, do not listen to bloggers and vloggers. Initially I listened to people that told me it was about £45 to and fro, which was fair. To be honest, we got a discount of £19. But what made the money to climb was you have to pay for your seat. I don't think anyone said that in their videos. That's why I was misled. Let me not say everyone, because maybe I didn't watch a lot of people's videos. So I'm not dragging anybody, Biko. I'm just a starting YouTuber. Please don't drag me. We charge you for sitting. This was the first time I was hearing that. Again, I don't have so much experience traveling, so I don't know. I don't travel a lot. But I know when I was leaving my country to this place, nobody charged me for sitting. As long as I paid my flight ticket money, covered for everything. But here, I don't know. They charged us for sitting. They charged us for a backpack, because that's the only thing you're allowed to carry on. You get, like, they'll give you a size. The size mustn't be a backpack, maybe a bag, but it should not exceed that size. My bag was huge. I don't even know how they managed to allow me pack, because my own is backpack 2XL. Because of the big bag. Like I said, I was going there as a content queen. That's why I bagged. Oh God, the only time I didn't carry that bag was tripod. I carried a mini tripod anyway. So the bag was full, but they let me pass. But they will give you dimensions of what they expect you to have on as a carry-on bag, but you're going to pay for that. So I'm like, what the hell? Because I'm used to people saying, oh, you can carry, there's 10 kg luggage you can carry on, in the cabin and all that. But it's not like that though. You're paying for bag and you're paying for sitting, then you're not paying for the flight. So just get that one into your head first. Bam. So to and fro, it cost us £70 for everything, like this whole scenario going and coming. Because we're coming from Southeast England, we had to go close to the airport because our flight was for 6 in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning. There's no how we would have been able to get there because the trains don't work at 3 o'clock or 2 o'clock. They don't work 24 hours anyway. So we had to get closer. So we had to do a B&B that's close to the airport. So that cost us about £30 each. So this thing I'm saying, we're 3. So which made it more bearable. Like we had to split it into 3. Everything was 3 except the flights. Everybody paid theirs separately because of course we cannot share one seat. So every other thing we split in 3. So just do the math. If it's only you that is going, how much it will cost you, because Airbnbs in the UK it's not cheap. So in the morning we did a cab to the airport, which was about 5-10 minutes away. So that was the essence of going there. So that's another money. But then we're 3, so it's, you know, easier a bit. So after then we went, after we got to Montenegro, I think the only very affordable or cheap stuff I really liked about the trip was the Airbnb we booked in Montenegro. I think it was about £87, not euro, it was 90 something euro, but £87, and it was really nice because for 2 nights it was nice for the price and it was affordable, you get. So that was the good part of it. And then when you split that amongst 3 people, you can see that it's really, you know, it's really affordable. Yeah, so that was the best part of the trip for me, because I was really amazed that you could get that clean, you know, clean kind of room for that price. And then it was in their town center, which was the best part of it. So you had access to a lot of things, like you're in the middle, you get. Then, like I earlier stated, food is not cheap. Let me not say it's not cheap, it's affordable. Just as you pay in the UK, yeah, you have to pay the same price in Montenegro, honestly. Like I also said, maybe location is a factor, so I wouldn't fault the people that didn't mention that was what we should expect. Maybe they stayed in cheaper places, but for where I stayed, like I said, I stayed in Puerto Rico. If you are willing to eat their local food, which might not be too expensive, I think we bought sandwich for about £45, which I still think in the UK you can get sandwich for that price as well. So it's nothing exciting or magical. Yeah, it is what it is. I think one very good thing about the whole trip is the fact that for immigrants who haven't got their passports yet, British passports yet, or citizenship yet, you can go with your BRP and your passport. So I think that's why a lot of people are excited to check it out. Yeah, but if traveling is your thing, yeah, why not? It's a beautiful country actually, and it's one for the road, because I can tell someone that, oh, of course I've been to other parts of Europe. Duh. Yes, I've been to other parts of Europe. Have you been to Scotland before? Oh god, my ignorance is showing. Scotland is in the United Kingdom, whatever. Yes, I've been to Montenegro, so it's not an all bad experience. Most of the bad experience I had was my fault. Yeah, I take full responsibility for that, full accountability. If you're one that likes to explore, it's a good place to explore. I met really lovely people. The people that are lovely are actually lovely. Like my cab driver was really helpful, and even when I gave him a tip, he was like, no, I don't want it. He wanted his exact wages. You know, when here you take a cab somewhere and they have to wait for you and the meter is reading. This dude stopped his meter, helped me out, took pictures of me, made videos of me, and then went back to the car. And me, on my head, I'm like calculating. I don't like to use people, honestly. I hate it, especially when I know that he's, you know, hustling for his daily bread. That's not me. So I really wanted to pay for his time, because he had to wait for me, he had to take pictures of me, he had to even wait for my food. When I went to order the food, they said, oh, it has to be 15 minutes wait. He waited. So I really wanted to pay for his time, and he's like, no, don't worry. It was really nice. He was a nice guy. Another very important point is for you to know that language barrier is a thing in Montenegro. So go with that open mind and know that English is not spoken everywhere in the world. Okay, so that will help you to at least give them grace and try to understand them as much as you can. You get, they speak Serbian, Montenegrin. Yeah, so like, oh, want to go here, and like for example we said cathedral, and some of them didn't understand it. We showed them a picture of where we were going. I know one particular shop owner was asking me for Google Translate just to understand what I was saying. Lucky me, I found someone who could actually understand English there. Lucky. And she was able to, like, you know, mediate between both of us. So language barrier is a thing. I'll just say keep an open mind. If it's what you want to do, please by all means do it, but I'd rather you are more informed, and please do your research properly. A lot of people have gone there and they have opinions about it. Aside content, I feel people should actually know what they are getting into. It's not like it's a horrible place to visit. Like I always say, it's a good place to visit as long as you know what you're expected to do, as long as you know what you're expecting. Just to prepare your mind, leave an open mind and just enjoy. But I think visiting anywhere within Europe, the best time to visit would be in the summer or maybe the spring, to be fair. Winter is just out of it, except you don't mind really. But then, like I said, I had leave and I had to take it at that time, so I don't have any leave in the spring, so I cannot say, oh, let me wait till the spring. But I just had to take it, and I wanted to experience something different from what I'm used to. Yeah, so that's why I went there. Yeah, and I didn't do my research well, and I wouldn't want you to make the same mistake, okay? So because it was raining, I didn't have a chance to explore how much it would cost to carry out activities, because some people were talking about going to places with a tour guide, how much it cost them. So you do your research again, yeah, and make sure you have a plan as to what you want to do when you get there, so you are not confused, you are not everywhere you get. Alright, so that's all I have for today. Hope you've been able to grab a thing or two. And if you love what I do here, please kindly subscribe, share my video. I'm fun, you know that I'm fun. I'm like, you know, everything wrapped in one. Tell a friend I'm here. Thank you so much for sticking with me till I see you next time. Stay safe and stay beautiful.